benefits of formalization. Then thirdly, very quickly, we're offering 100,000 MSMEs in operations grant, a one-time operations grant that will allow them to keep their MSME afloat during this difficult time, particularly those MSMEs operating in sectors that were hard hit by COVID-19, aviation, oil and gas, hospitality, transportation, and the like. And then finally, very quickly, we're going to provide 333,000 artisans and bus transport workers, transport business operators with grants, one-time grants of about 35,000 naira that will allow them. These are bus conductors, mechanics, drivers, artisans.
How can it be accessed? The funds you mentioned.
Exactly. So Yes, thank you very much. So that is the essence of www.survivalfund.ng. It's going to operate the same way we operated Empower, where you're going to be able to go very transparently. You don't need to know anybody. You just go very transparently to the website and register you put in or apply with all of your business info, your details and all of that, and then it's going to be done similar to Trader Money, Market Money, and Farmer Money. It will be paid directly into your account through BVN and all of that once you have been approved. So that is essentially how it works. So from September 21st, that will go live on www.survivalfund.ng.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning on Political Voices, Mr. Ajorin Ngelale.
Thank you very much. God bless you, and please stay safe out there.
Amen. God bless you too. Now, he is the SSA to President Muhammadu Buhari on public affairs. Back here in the studio, Dr. Nnamdi Okenwa. You've listened to them all. So, back to your conversation before.
Each time I think of the word democracy, the component of it that makes me feel happy is for the people. Any policy that is designed for the people will be people friendly. You must take people along, make them realize beforehand, this is what I intend to do. Prepare them so that you reduce the effect of the shock they will get. One thing is clear about these policies. They may be wonderful policies in the long run, but the way it was launched, nobody was taking into consideration. They planned it overnight and launched it. It came as a big surprise to everybody.
The Vision 2050, you mean?
No, not the Vision 20. This policy of
okay, the survival fund.ng.
Oh, this talking about 2050. Who is thinking about 2050 now? When we're not survived 2020, and we're talking about 2050 already. So you find that people have not recovered from the effects of COVID, and COVID is not over yet. And some people are still, we're in a situation in a country where people are complaining. We hear about the word palliative, but we haven't seen palliative at all. And now you assume that everybody had received it. So from what you've got, please give back to government again. That is what it implies. Like I said, there could be good policies. Giving up a subsidy, fine, good idea. Trying to ensure that the government reduces the burden it bears. Oh, look, I'm not going to subsidize anything. Be ready for the shock. What frightens me in the issue is that two things. One, the government said, look, very soon we want to cushion the shock of this petroleum issue. We are going to, free of charge, if you bring your vehicle, we transfer it, we work it out so that it can now take gas instead of petroleum, because they say gas is cheaper. What happens if we wake up the next day and the price of gas goes up again? What have we done? And you know Nigeria. How do you intend to do it? As you know, you bring your car, I bring my car, you have to learn where will we go, who will be, where have they trained those who will do this conversion? So you see, that will be another crazy issue. When they say, okay, oh, government says, where are we going? Who is doing it? How many people will they do it in a day? That will be a serious one. And the next issue, which bothers me a lot, is that this issue of hiking electricity supplies. So you find that now people were complaining about billing, estimated billing. And there was a call, we are going to change all that and give everybody meters. The meters are no longer here. Those who have prepaid meter, there was the issue that, look, we are changing the ones who have to a more modern one, right? Could please apply. And it costs more. I know of colleagues who have paid for it for more than 6 months. They have not received, and they are taking away their old one. And so they force them into estimated billing. So you see, the confusion created now is quite serious. It's quite serious. If the government had taken people along, get views. This was the time to go around town hall meetings now, get the views of people, so that when you're making a policy, you're making a people-oriented policy, so that people will not unduly suffer for it. But it came as a shock, and people have not recovered very, very much at all.
You're listening to Political Voices on 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM. On the program, we're looking at economic policies of government. And just to take your mind back to what was said by the SSA to President Buhari on public affairs. Now, he spoke of the Survival Fund, which will be made available to over 300,000 artisans and other small business owners in Nigeria. He also said about 35,000 naira will be made accessible to these people, and of course from the 31st of September I've opened that website, survivalfund.ng. It would be good for you to also check it out and give your feedback. Clifford Onyedika from Nsukka wrote on our WhatsApp line. He said the analyst kept on comparing Nigeria to other West African countries. He refused to compare our currency to theirs. What about the minimum wages, food prices? Nigeria is fast moving backwards, he said. 0902 00200925, or you can call 0811 2925925. Chibuike from Enugu Ezike. Alright, did the government allow EEDC to install meters and transformers instead of individual house meters? Here we don't have light for 3 months simply because we rejected community metering. Our reason for going against their view is that we can't control the users since individuals do not have the same equipment in their homes. Alright, we have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
What is your name? Good morning. Yes, what's your name? Talk to us.
Hello, good morning.
Right, please, when you call, we can hear you. Just go ahead and make your submission. All right, just call us on the other line, 0902 00200925. Good morning.
Good morning, Izine.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
I'm Sadiq. I'm calling from Mankpakudu State.
Go ahead.
I just want to be straight. The government we have now, they have failed us. That's my contribution.
Thank you.
Because what we are going through right now is more than a dictatorship. If you take other West African countries that analyst is using to compare with Nigeria, fine, I like it. He did not use US, UK. He's using West African like Ghana and the West. They are getting better than us now. If you check on it, we just have group of confused leaders.
Well, that's quite some generalization there. And remember that officially we are a democratic nation. Thank you for your call. Here on the WhatsApp line, we have Chinidubira from Nsukka who said, good morning, happy anniversary to Dream FM. On today's topic, to boost Nigeria's economy is not the problem, but implementation. Why are we talking about hiking fuel price when we have at least 5 refineries in the country? Can't we resuscitate these refineries? Can't we tap into all natural resources in this country to end these film tricks? In Brazil, they use sugarcane for fuel production. The government should cut down cost of governance to cushion the effect on economic growth. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Comrade Marcel Venechi. I'm calling from Okavinimbo.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I want to appreciate the SPA to the president, what he's telling Nigerians. I think the young man is articulated in trying to disseminate the information. But unlike he's comparing this country country with some other neighboring countries in Africa, how much, if he is listening, how much is the minimum wage in those countries if he's comparing this country with? Those countries are producing oil. Oil produces state. So where we are producing oil here, I don't see reason why we should be hiking the fuel the way we are hiking it. Having said that, in electricity, whereby if your transformer got spoiled, the street will contribute. After contributing, they will install another transformer in that particular street, and that transformer will now become the property of whichever discos that is occupying that area. Is it not robbing Paul to pay people?
Are you aware that you're not supposed to pay for installation of transformer?
But another thing you should also understand, this is what they used to tell us. But if your transformer got spoiled, EEDC will never respond to that 6 years or even a year or even 6 months. So will you stay in that net because you are waiting for them to do the appropriate thing? That is right way. Now in metering they are talking about now. How much is the metering? When you pay for them to install your meter in your compound, that meter belongs to them. That is what they say. They say is the property of EEDC and what have you. They are right. You have paid for that installation of that particular meter.
All right.
So we should begin to try to change the narrative.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your submission. Please keep it short and simple so that others can join the conversation. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome, Chima. Go ahead.
For the fact that you pick your phone and call the radio station and accuse any government, abuse your leaders, that means that you are in a democracy. Does it happen in military rule? The answer is no.
Well, you just have to talk about the issues and not abuse the leaders.
Yeah, isn't it? How many of us are sent out in this country? You're comparing yourself with America. You're comparing yourself with Ghana. My brother is in Ghana. Look at in Ghana. They pay rich. Our brothers that are in Ghana, they are not even in their own country. They contribute. Isn't it? Look at when government suffers to put little thing, we destroy it. Look at the new rules that government is giving you. Go and see what our people are doing. They destroy those new rules that are built with millions. These are those people who are there carrying Android phones, calling and talking. Nobody wants to go to farm. I am in my farm now with my wife here. Nobody wants to farm. Knowing fully well that Nigeria is a money economy, only fuel. Now there is no money again in petroleum. What do we do? Well, the Buhari will use his own blood and the blood of his own children. Nobody wants to go to farm. We sit down with our new wives and our beautiful wives and then talking.
Well, let's allow you to get back to work in your farm. Thank you very much for calling Chimo Korafo. Well done. Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, Erwin.
Welcome. Talk to us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Guest in the house. My name is Odelde. I'm calling you from Kila this very morning. Now, Mr. Anjorin, I think he is not really facing reality. They must take cognizance of our population. They don't. They don't talk because I think Abuja is Nigeria. Now, how do you tell us about this thing? You're going to pay electricity, and yet, how many people have meters to measure the electricity they consume? And I keep saying it time and time over again. Positive of information. The government keeps cutting down on us. I was listening to the man when he was rolling out the policy. Rolling it out. Irrespective of the fact that they are just setting a serious policy on us. They told us that Vision 2020. It is Vision 2050. Like an analyst in the house said. How many of us are going to be around at that point in time? Are they being realistic? Who are they living all this debt for and everything? And the modeling of the entire country. See COVID. Is this the best time to begin increase tariffs, increase electricity, the petrol, everything? And you tell us now it's no longer in your time. We don't fix petrol prices. What a coy way to say. If I like this is my opinion. They should think.
All right.
Before they talk and go out plan for our country. It's for us, not for them.
Thank you.
They should take cognizance of that. It's the people.
Thank you very much, Ma, for your submissions. All right, on the WhatsApp line, we have Emeka from Enugu who said, we always take pleasure in comparing Nigeria with other countries without remembering the obvious fact that the existential realities of the Nigerian society are far worse than and behind those of the societies we compare our country with. It's the height of government's insensitivity to increase electricity tariff and fuel pump price in the middle of the ravaging COVID-19 or raging COVID-19 pandemic, he said. Michael de Good said, greetings. On the Facebook page, I ask, what is holding the 4 refineries in this country, or are they waiting to use it for campaign come 2023? Let's call a spade a spade. Our leaders are our problems in this country. No amount of English spoken will convince me here in Nigeria that other countries are busy giving out palliatives to their citizens, but here in Nigeria, we the poor masses are receiving hardship palliatives. Uzoma said the analysis given by the presidential aide, Mr. Ajuri, is amazing. He has told us that the pump prices of oil across some countries in Africa, but failed to tell us other economic dynamics obtainable in those countries, like cost of living, minimum wage rate, etc. Again, all these increases in tariffs are ill-timed considering the negative effects of the coronavirus on Nigerians. I humbly request the Nigerian government to revert to old rates until the negative effects of the COVID-19 are over. Ezeleke Henry said, let me be pragmatic while dealing with the issue. You see, Nigeria has become a nation where the executive will wake up and draft a bill or a law that exists in other countries without considering the objectives or the realities on ground. Many more people, especially the youth, will be out of job before this last quarter of 2020. How can the so-called self-employment that the federal government is encouraging the youth into work? He said when you pay almost 4 times of their previous electricity bill, also run their generators as well. So if you ask me, I would say let us do away with this thing called Vision 2050. Henry from Ezimo. All right, we have people who joined us on the Facebook live stream. This one is from Ekanem. Good morning. He said, I would like to ask your guest, the one on the phone. All right, well, he's not on the phone anymore, to please help us analyze the minimum wage of those countries he earlier mentioned, because he can't just be analyzing the fuel price and ignore their minimum wage. Kelechi Babuchi said this government seems to have no conscience and no plan to better the lives of the ordinary Nigerians. Dangote has seen another avenue, all right, to expand. Okay, we have Chibu Zongwabwe who said, I want to join my voice in this discussion using EEDC as a case study. When the capping order was made, EEDC upgraded a lot of people from R to S to R to T and C1S to C1T. As if that was not enough, they started billing everybody at the minimum or at the maximum cap. Then for August bill, they charged way above the cap, charging the upgraded customers at 224 kilowatts instead of 185 kilowatts as approved on the capping order. They did all these things because the masses don't know their rights. Even those that know their rights are frustrated to succumb by the system. All right, 0811-2925-925. Call us on Political Voices. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Oh, this is Nana calling from Misuka.
Go ahead, Nana.
All right, I'm happy to join the discussion this morning. I listened attentively to the special advisor to Mr. President. His analysis we are very clear, but he made a mess, of the intelligence, behind the whole policy. How could he be comparing us with our neighboring countries, the prices of fuel there and other things? This is quite unreasonable. They should come up with this with respect to the obtainable circumstances and situation in the country. So why at this critical time employed after COVID-19 or during COVID-19 problem, they're coming up with a policy of increment of VAT and electricity VAT and the fuel price. So what I'm trying to say in effect is this. This is quite unreasonable. It's not favorable. They are targeting the rich for the sake of the poor But I listened to him say that the drought was targeted against the rich. What will be the implication? Is he not going to, when the poor people there at the receiving end, the rich ones are the ones providing the jobs here? They are the ones always taking care of the poor in the country. If you impoverish the rich, drop down on the rich, what will happen to the poor ones?
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. For joining us on the program. Nana, who called in from Asuka. Amobi Flo on the Facebook live stream said, for me, I'm not complaining about any hike in tariff, but the government is not disclosing their policies and carrying the people along in things that they're doing. Why compare Nigeria with other countries and even, saying things that seem not to be true about it? We have people living in those places he mentioned. All right. Oluwebe Miracle, thank you for joining us. Back here in the studio, let's hear your thoughts. So far, the contributions made. Dr. Kingwa.
Odoze used a very, 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 very good statement. She talked about policy somersault. One policy clashing with the other. We are still at home with the head of state's idea of lifting 100,000 people from the value of unemployment.
Okay.
Value of unemployment. And now the same people you're lifting out of unemployment are placed in a situation where whatever little pittance you give them will be taken away by these new policies you have brought in through electricity, if they are lucky to live in areas where they have it, or if they have vehicles, or if they have generators, paying more for fuel. So it becomes extremely difficult to understand that these policies are aligned with. But my main worry about all this is that not many people are happy about it. But the government seems to know one thing. We thought the emphasis was on the health sector and the education sector, sectors that have been badly battered. Right? Thinking of how we can work up these wounds to ensure we are back again. But instead of now, the emphasis on the health sector is being played down. Their strikes are not taken as seriously as possible. You finish with the resident doctors today, tomorrow the also starts. And then the issue of whether the schools will be opened or not is another matter altogether. And so you see, the crucial areas where they will have brought in good policies or good attention to ensure that things return to normal in the country are not being attended to. In other words, it looks like as if they are pouring the fuel we don't have into fire, and everything is ablaze in the country. And so you see, now there are drums being beaten. Drums of strikes here, drums of strikes here being beaten. When they eventually come up, we begin to wonder what will happen to the realization of these beautiful dreams that Ngelale was talking about. Because, like as I said, he was reading a script. Reading a script, it was flowing. In fact, he was not reading, he had rehearsed it so well that one would think that, oh, this is the ideal thing. But when you look into the kind of things he has said, they are not workable things. Oh, Google this and see it, and then give your BVM and money will be flowing into your accounts, as easy as that. We know how wonderfully well the Empire worked, and I know this one will work more greater wonders. But you see, we have reached a point where Nigerians should be told the truth. Nigerians should be carried along like true citizens who are not daft, who know when they are led by the nose, and who know how to react. So it's my opinion, candid opinion, that government, before taking any policy, should go around again. This is the time for town hall meetings. What do you feel about this? How are we going to take this? How are we going to do this? If the government takes along people when taking decisions, these decisions will be workable, they will be practicable. But the way it is going, you find that when there is pressure now, government say, okay, because you've cried out a lot, we are reducing 5 kobo here, we are reducing 1 kobo here, so that you'll be at peace. But you see, remember when we talked, how long ago minimum wage was talked about? There are states that have not paid the minimum wage. There are workers who don't even know what the minimum wage is, not to think of So see, old policies are jettisoned. New ones, more aggressive ones are coming on. And I wonder what the government is expecting. Because if they expect that the people won't react, it's not true. But how they will react is another matter altogether.
Economic policies of government, that has been our focus on Political Voices. 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM. Join the conversation on the Facebook page 925 Dream FM, Twitter handle at Dream925FM. Omagan Namani joined us on the Facebook page. Good morning. He said the economic policies of government are nothing to write home about, considering the economic meltdown and woes being experienced by the common man in Nigeria today. In policy making process and policy formulations, the citizens must be fully engaged in order to get things right. May God help us, he said. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I called back. My name is Comrade Marcel.
Marcel, you have 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Please, I want to say something. When we begin to talk about the farmers going to the farm, I am calling you from Okpabinimbo, as in the usual one, the local government. What is farming? Personally, I'm a farmer. But where I've used in cultivating my cassava and all that, the headers taking their cattle, destroying everything. And when you speak, they say you are against this particular administration. So most of us, even the graduates who have gone to the farm to do the job. But the headers, the cattle will not allow what was cultivated to stay. Which in the local government have been trying to find a solution.
All right.
But it don't seem to be working out.
Thank you.
Please, when anybody is speaking, please, just get it right before you begin to voice out
Very
your
well
mind.
then. Thank you for calling back, Comrade Marcel. Here on the WhatsApp line, Kaka from Lagos Street, Otukbo Benue State said, all the analysis given by a jury are good from federal government, but the timing is not good because of the experience of COVID-19 when the masses need government assistance. Now the government is demanding from the masses from this hike in fuel and electricity tariff. All right, we have many more contributions here on the WhatsApp line. Ntiwo Biora joined us from Dakar, Senegal. Every time we keep hearing of new government economic policies in this administration, they run out of ideas and what to do to move the country forward because their main purpose, all right, is not for the masses, so to say. Right, here on the WhatsApp line we have this one that said economic indices are not treated in isolation. Some of those African countries mentioned do not have crude oil deposit. Those who have developed their infrastructure and education with low VAT on consumer goods. They also showed the existence of real governance during the COVID-19 lockdown by giving out palliatives genuinely to their people. If you compare the percentage of decrease in pump price when oil price went low to the current percentage in increase, then it doesn't buttress a good reason to quickly rush into further increase just immediately after the lockdown. Michael Baji from Abakaliki. Well, let's take this call. Good morning. Another contribution here on our WhatsApp line 0902002095. This is from Simon Mwafezoma Esquire. He said, I wish to salute the intelligence and the boldness of your guests. It's an open secret that Nigeria is not heading in the right direction. The right time to listen to the voice of reason for restructuring and true federalism is now. Comrade Jeremiah Curry on the Facebook page said, there are beautiful economic policies of government which, if sincerely implemented, will help our economy to grow. The challenge is those policies are put up to deceive the people. For instance, the economic recovery growth plan of the federal government is a mere political statement. Experts must be allowed to handle critical aspects of the economy, he said. Finally, as we round off on this program, Dr. Kenwa, which way Nigeria, like the late Sonny?
Oh, I like that song. I wish we know the way we're going. But the important thing that there is motion. Whether the motion is backwards or forwards, I don't know. But one thing I know, we are into a critical period where people are not sure whether government is taking them along. If government is going to be for the people, then a lot of things are bound to change. The person who is receiving the policy on the receiving end should be consulted to know how the pinch will come, because he will wear the shoe. So you find that it looks we're based now that Nigerians are being taken for granted. They are not consulted in any issue. They wake up one morning, hear this news, the next morning they hear another. But I do hope that with the talkings going on and with the actions that are expected in due course from TUC, from Labour, from all the unions who are reacting one way or the other, I guess government might be forced to change a few of these policies so that it might have a human face.
Thank you very much for coming on Political Voices today.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Nnamdi Okenwa is a Senior Lecturer, Mass Communication Department, ESUT, a Public Affairs Analyst. Thank you for joining us on our streaming platforms, the Facebook page, 925 Dream FM, Twitter handle at Dream925FM, not WhatsApp now, YouTube. Go there and find us. That's Dream TV Enugu. Subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button to watch our live videos. A big thank you to my producer, Okeodogu, my production assistant, Lutano Kereke, and of course, Alex Obodo, who ensures that we stream live on these platforms. Congratulations and happy 90th birthday to Chief George Ungu Ewuroha. Many happy returns. My name is Ezin Naning. We'll stay for the news at 10.
Onye ọkaiwu agwakwara nwaanyị ahụ oge m butere ya ahụ m n'elighị